Möregård to serve. Love all.
Which of these two gentlemen will become the first Swedish player to make it into a Champions Final?
Love.
I want to come back to something you said right as the players were walking out. You said, expect the unexpected. And my question to you would be, how exactly, if you're Anton Kallberg, do you do that? How do you anticipate that which you know you cannot anticipate?
You can, you just have to have the antidote to it. Truls Möregård will find ways to get in his creative shots, the chop block, the fanning backhand, the hook. Of course, it all starts right from his services, which are very misleading serves.
2, 3.
And is it about not becoming destabilized by his immense creativity and flair?
Yeah, that's right. Because he constantly breaks the rhythm, Möregård. It's about how do you create rhythm for yourself? How do you get into a tempo which you can play your best shots? It's a very interesting match.
3, 4.
Well, that's creating a rhythm.
Just once he gets in with that venomous play, he's a very hard man to contain, Anton Kallberg, in position. His strokes have such great quality. And he plays very well in front of the German fans, you have to say.
5, 4.
With his 8 seasons in the German Bundesliga with Düsseldorf.
He said in the post-match interview yesterday, Anton Kallberg, that it's almost extraordinary to think about how well he knows his opponent, how well his opponent today knows him. He had a chuckle about it as he was contemplating it.
And I think it was Truls that showed Anton Kallberg that it was possible to beat a Chinese Hall of Famer like Wang Chuqin. Kallberg, awe-inspiringly defeated in straight games. Second only time Wang Chuqin has been defeated in straights.
7, 5.
The best victory in terms of world ranking of his opponent of his life.
They pushed each other. And they pushed each other all the way to standing on an Olympic podium together.
8, 5.
That's why these kinds of matches at a WTT Champions event are so exciting to witness, because we see the impact of teammates pushing each other.
5.
You get
9.
better when others around you are fighting for your place.
That's right. You can't rest on your laurels. There's no room for complacency.
Good start this from Truls Möregård.
5, 10.
But when you can predict so much about your opponent, having played with them so much, isn't it then that unpredictability factor? Isn't that what makes Möregård such a special athlete?
Let. 10, 5,
So
10.
far, the scoreboard would say yes.
10, 6.
There we go, the first game.
love, 1.
Just to talk more on the matter of the resurgence of the Swedish men, it was fantastic for them to win the European Team Championships together after waiting 21 years for that title.
1 all.
Managed to win it as well in Malmö, Sweden. Made it that much more special for them.
Let, 1 all.
Truls Möregård was a baby when it was last done.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Nice work, good forehands.
Smothering play here from Möregård. Pretended like he was going to fade the first one, but did on the second one.
2,
And a
3.
fine serve in response from Kallberg.
Look how well Möregård deals with it.
Pretty disheartening when you produce a serve of that quality and that's what's done with it.
Well,
4,
Kallberg tried to surprise
2.
Truls, and how do you kid a kidder?
Maybe that had something to do with what was done to him with the previous point as well. You know, you give it your best and nothing.
All these things are linked, and that's why you'll see Kallberg missing balls that he might not usually miss because of who's on the other side.
4, 2. 4, 3.
Perfectly played receive here. Took note of that, Möregård.
Oh,
3,
rapidity of
5.
serve.
No giveaway with his motion there. It's the same motion as he does with his forehand shovel serve. Anton Kallberg certainly has the speed required to recover, required to get in position for a different shot against Möregård. But how well can he actually anticipate?
5 all.
It's nice that we can now talk about Anton Kallberg in a similar way to Truls. You know, a medalist at a major event. It was a childhood dream as well for Anton Kallberg, who of course is a little bit older than Möregård, but has now fit perfectly into
6,
the top 2
5.
for his country.
Yes, he said after winning that medal in Paris that he was still not entirely sure it had happened. About a week later,
5,
felt that it was
7.
quite possibly still a dream.
It's interesting because with Möregård, I felt like he thought of himself as a legend before he even was one. The manifestation of this player is something that could be studied in future years, that belief that he always would make it.
5, 8.
This is a little problematic now for Kallberg. Suddenly the pressure's on in game number 2. He's in his first ever champion semi-final after all.
Let, 8, 5, 8. 8, 6.
Was an important serve to get right.
Got an immense service game, Anton.
Truls Möregård has won 3/4 of these points with ball in hand. Well, that one.
8, 7.
Tried to play the chop block. Heavy spin into the middle. Very, very good opener there from Anton Schaberry.
Eight, all.
He has developed his ability to use his wrist with his backhand, because typically he likes to block and punch a little bit more with that side Truls Möregård.
Display.
That one didn't go well for him. It's both points against serve.
9,
Well, it
8.
really is going backwards and forwards with increasing lack of clarity this second game. They both led. Oh, yes, that's marvellous, and he's got game point with it.
That one wasn't meant to come back. That hammer from Möregård. What a block here from Anton Schaberry, right down the line.
And that's the problem, isn't it? If you play a shot like that and it comes back, you are never going to get position. Oh, he's put it in.
One, love.
And we are watching on, thoroughly engrossed by this one. What a match.
They've already made history, the Swedes, being able to guarantee that we're going to have a Swedish finalist for the first time at a Champions.
Love.
Who is it going to be?
2.
Möregård is the poster boy, isn't he? But Anton Schaberry certainly has levels to his games.
Love. 3.
Great timing there from Anton.
3, 2.
Early advantage for Möregård, beaten away at by Schaberry. Behaving exactly like the previous game.
2, 4.
Just to remind you, this is best of 7. That little more opportunity to mount a comeback, but conversely, that little bit harder to win.
Three, 4.
Truls Möregård has secured his place in Fukuoka. Lovely movements from Schaberry. Got Möregård dancing around laterally.
Look at his posture, his wideness of base. So balanced, Anton Schaberry. Can use the muscle on the big finishers, but in the rally, can make those minor adjustments.
4, 5.
Is this an early turning point?
Oh, that's brilliant. Read it just right, didn't he?
The cuteness of this angle here. That's the only thing when you play your backhand on the parallel. Makes it a more obvious choice for your opponent to go across table. Made that look way easier than what it actually was there, Schaberry.
12 out of the last 16 have been his.
6.
Not that one,
5.
though.
I'll say it again here, the touch play is so good from both. Möregård, for me, has a better forehand. Now he can hook it over, but can Schaberry make this a more backhand-to-backhand rally? Can he make it difficult for Truls to counter and to punch?
5.
Or will he
7.
just commit pedal to the metal. To kill the point as early as that.
That was struck to perfection.
Five.
Just remind you that 72% of you favoured him.
Nine, 5.
And he is now, Truls Möregård, under some real scrutiny as Anton Kallberg is charging his way through game number 3.
Nine, 6.
He's given Möregård a lot to contemplate.
He has. I mean, Truls knows that he can impose himself more with his forehand. So he's going to have to constantly try and vary what he's giving Anton from that side. But he's also scared to pivot because of how well Kallberg can block with his backhand. As I said, Anton Kallberg is more of a two-winged player. But he's easier to get into the rally with than Möregård. Möregård's hands near the net are almost unplayable.
7, 10.
3 of the 4 game points remain for the older Anton Kallberg.
Ten, 8.
He admonished himself for that. Not happy with his execution. He'll be very happy if he gets this next one somehow. Any point will do. And there
11,
it is.
8. Game 2, Kallberg.
Just what
Let love all. One, love.
almost went through the net. Oh,
The margins here.
Love.
if Anton
2.
Kallberg wins this match, and he's a long way from doing it, just to remind you, best of 7, but if he wins it, and if he goes on to lift the title, and he jumps from 27th to the top 16 and goes to the finals,
3.
it's going to be one of the greatest last gasp runs at the end of a season that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Three, 1.
Had to play that last one with another backhand on Anton Kallberg. Perhaps would have been better to play a forehand, but Möregård drawing some impatience out of him there with those fissures.
4, 1.
Möregård would be keen to get into that final with Lin Shidong, having never beaten him before.
2, 4.
But I mean, Anton Kallberg got very close to Lin Shidong at the China Smash. Took him to the final game.
Lin Shidong said he doesn't really mind who he plays, which of the two of them. He knows it's going to be a wonderful match. He knows it's going to be difficult. He's done that on a few occasions now. Makes it look so routine.
So clever. He knows Truls so well. He knows what Truls wants to want. After he does that kind of dummy backhand, tries to kind of just play it slower with less topspin.
World number 27, and he's getting closer and closer to his first ever Champions Final.
7-2.
He's in a really difficult place now, Truls Möregård. And that's credit to him. He's playing superbly.
Let 7-2.
Oh, he needed a little help from the net cord. All assistance gratefully received at this stage of the match.
Have a play from Möregård here, trying to create a juxtaposition.
Tiniest of connections with the net, but it matters, doesn't it?
Oh.
Brilliant from Möregård to get back into a point that he looked to have lost, courtesy of his brilliance.
This one out of the middle was mind-blowing, soaring across the Infinity Arena. So majestic.
Eight, 4.
Let's enjoy this again.
What a point.
Nine, 4.
He looks verging on unstoppable at the moment, Anton Kallberg.
Möregård's trying to vary the spin and speed, but as long as he's got time on the ball, Kallberg will make the ball. Double-handed backhand, oh my goodness.
5, 9.
Well, he tried the hand switch drop shot, didn't he, against his former teammate Omar Assar on match point.
Serve, love all.
But one dare not count out Truls Möregård.
Love, 1.
Now he's at that age, isn't he, Anton Kallberg, approaching that prime age of about 27, 28. He's here now.
1.
It's taken some time for him to realise that he belongs here at the top of the game. He represents Sweden, a country of such rich table tennis history. And do you know what? They've done so well, the Swedish men. The resurgence of them has been one of my favourite talking points in 2024.
Excellently taken.
1. Two, all.
He'll know, though, won't he, Anton Kallberg, that Truls Möregård is perfectly capable of coming back into this match.
Oh, absolutely.
We all know it, based on what we've seen from him.
Because he's so
3,
crafty, Truls.
2.
He knows how to make his opponent uncomfortable. He knows how to go against the grain, how to break a pattern.
But there is a purpose and intensity about Anton Kallberg at the moment. A belief too, perhaps.
And he just knows exactly how to change the way that he meets the ball, the way that he opens his racket and body slightly against the flatter shots of Möregård.
I asked you at the start how it is that you expect the unexpected, how it is that you deal with the threat posed by Truls Möregård. And what Anton Kallberg has done is illustrate a way to do it.
Five.
But he's not quite done it yet.
Möregård contacting the ball so finely with the flick, and then with this loop, he's distancing himself further away from the table there.
5, 4.
He's been trying to attack against Kallberg, who likes that constant pace, that constant rhythm. Will Möregård defensively try to do something differently?
4, 6. Four, 7.
A lot stronger this from the younger man.
Display. 7.
Wonderful,
5.
emphatic take from Anton Kallberg. Good point.
Popped it up, how quickly he comes in over this one. But so much pressure on the receiver. Have to make a quality one, otherwise that's going to happen.
They're the kind of dream points you want to play against Truls Möregård, aren't they? The ones where he's got no chance to be creative.
You've got to try and finish the rally quickly.
Brilliant defence.
Yeah, he's never going to lose those kind of points, Möregård. He could take you out 1,000 ways once he's got some time on the ball. Laying down the law with his forehand slaps. Very clever.
5, 9.
Changes his mind there as he sees Anton Kallberg drift out. Playing with more flair, thinking outside the box a bit more now, Möregård. Momentum for him.
Winning a lot more points too, 6 of the last 8.
6,
Sense of impending
9.
change of direction.
Nine, 7.
Or not, perhaps.
I think Möregård would be getting a bit more frustrated than what he is now. He wasn't playing against a teammate.
10, 7.
He's got the chance here to extend this contest. He's got 3 game points in the 5th.
11,
And that
7.
is exactly what he's
10,
done.
2. One, love.
Great containing play from Anton Kallberg. Will he try and inject more pace into the backhand-to-backhand game?
Love.
Difficult to come out of that with a win. Readjustment required.
How quickly he gets out at the base of the table to spin this ball.
Love.
Something to
3.
think about. I suppose if you're Lin Shidong, you don't really care because you're so confident.
4, love.
This is hard for Truls Möregård at the moment.
Four, one.
Möregård has the ability to play a point on its own merit, regardless of the score. We've seen him make bigger comebacks, such as against Im Jong-hoon at the Worlds, which he ended up making the final of in Houston.
1-5.
Showing similar levels of frustration here, Möregård.
The only problem is that he's running out of those points to play on their own merit. It's one of the most useful skills, isn't it, in any athlete, to be able to take it a point at a time.
2-5.
And that's what he did there.
Very heavy spin shot, but again, Möregård with his forehand counter. Gets so low, so relaxed.
6.
He knows how to make his own rhythm, generate force off a slow ball, but here, the angle of this touch was decent from Anton Kallberg.
How much pressure he is exerting. How impressive his performance has been. World number 27, Anton Kallberg.
I think in a way, even though there are tougher opponents to face than Anton Kallberg, this is one of the last men that Truls would have wanted to have faced. It's a bittersweet moment, regardless of what happens.
One of them is to be the first Swedish player in a WTT Champions final. It looks as though it is going to be Anton Kallberg. Still he fights on.
Amazing hands. The chop block, perfectly timed. Nice feeling from Anton. And then Möregård with that scoop. Huge stroke, great angle, great side spin and top spin. It was a dance, wasn't it? But Kallberg couldn't put a foot wrong.
He's close to dancing for joy. Brilliantly met. Amazing to take that point. What a recovery from Anton Kallberg in that point, in this match, and in this season. 6 match points. Well saved.
10.
Huge pressure.
Timeout.
Möregård not interested in starting an exhibition here. You only see it if he's on the winning side. He obviously still feels as well like he's...
5, 10. 11, 5.
In the home of the Brothers Grimm, in Frankfurt, the place of mystery and fairy tale. It's a fantasy for Anton.